Elena sat in the passenger seat of Daniel's SUV, her wet hair clinging to her cheeks as the heater hummed softly. She kept her hands folded in her lap, afraid to touch anything, afraid to breathe too, loudly, as if the simple act of existing might inconvenience someone again. Daniel drove carefully, glancing at her every few seconds. Not with curiosity, not with judgment, with concern. "You're freezing," he said gently. "There's a blanket in the back seat. You can pull it up." She hesitated, then reached behind her, fingertips brushing against a soft, fleece blanket patterned with little rockets, a child's blanket. She wrapped it around herself, and for a moment, her chest tightened at the realization this was a stranger's kindness, more than her own husband ever offered in years of marriage. "You don't have to be nervous," Daniel added, his voice calm. "My place is safe. My son is with my sister tonight, so you don't have to worry about company." Elena nodded, staring out the window. Streetlights streaked across the glass like thin, golden tears. "Why are you helping me?" she whispered. He took a breath. "Because I've been where you are." Standing in the dark, losing everything in a single moment. His hands tightened on the wheel. "Someone helped me when I didn't deserve it. Now I try to do the same." Elena let his words sink in. They felt heavy, real. Not the empty sweetness her husband used to feed her before bitterness took over. When they reached Daniel's house, a modern, warm-lit home with tall windows and a neatly trimmed yard, Elena felt a wave of embarrassment wash over her. "I don't want to be a burden," she said quickly, stepping out. "You're not," he said firmly. "Not tonight. Not ever, unless you choose to be." She blinked, startled by his confidence. Inside, the house smelled faintly of cedar and cinnamon. A fireplace crackled softly in the living room. Children's drawings decorated one wall, rockets, planets, stick-figure superheroes. Her chest softened. "This must be your son's artwork," she murmured. Daniel smiled, soft and proud. "Jason, he's 7. Thinks he's going to build a spaceship before he's 10. A tiny smile tugged at Elena's lips. It surprised her. She hadn't expected to smile tonight. Daniel motioned toward the hallway. "There's a guest room down here. You can shower, change into something dry. I'll bring you some clothes. Probably not perfect, but comfortable." She followed him, hesitant but grateful. The guest room was simple but warm, with a soft bed and clean linens. It felt like a place where broken hearts could rest without being judged. When Daniel handed her a folded bundle of clothes, he paused. "Elena," he said quietly, "whatever that man told you, whatever he made you believe, none of it defines your worth." Her throat tightened. "It's hard not to believe it." "I know," he replied. "But let me show you a world where you're valued for simply being you." She clutched the clothes to her. Elena's life in ways she never imagined. What began as shelter slowly became healing. What began as kindness slowly became connection. What began as rescue slowly became something deeper. Elena found herself waking up to sunlight instead of fear. She helped Daniel with breakfast, packed Jason's school lunches, and laughed, when the little boy insisted his macaroni masterpiece belonged in a museum. She rediscovered pieces of herself she thought her husband had destroyed. But her past wasn't done haunting her. One afternoon, as Elena stepped outside to get the mail, a familiar voice froze her in place. Her husband. "Unbelievable," he sneered, stepping out of a sleek silver car. "Living with another man already? No shame at all." Elena's breath caught. Her palms went cold. This was the man who once owned every inch of her fear. "I don't belong to you anymore," she managed, though her voice trembled. He smirked. "You think anyone else wants a barren woman? He'll throw you out too. Just wait." Before she could respond, the door behind her opened. Daniel. He walked forward slowly, calm, steady, controlled, but with an unmistakable fire burning behind his eyes. "That's enough," he said, positioning himself protectively beside her. "You don't get to talk to her like that." "Not anymore," her husband scoffed. "And who are you? The charity case benefactor? She's damaged goods." Daniel took a single step closer, his voice low, even, dangerous in its control. "She's not damaged. She's not broken. She's not yours to insult. She is a woman who deserved love, respect, and compassion, things you clearly failed to give." Her husband's jaw tightened, but Daniel didn't stop. "And for your information," he added, "your infertility claim? It's false." Elena stiffened. "What?" Daniel glanced gently at her. "I had the clinic run your old reports. You were misdiagnosed. You're perfectly able to have children." Her world spun. All the years of pain, the guilt, the blame she carried. A lie, a cruel, needless lie. Her husband's face paled, caught, exposed. "Elena didn't fail you," Daniel said. "You failed her." Silence hung like a blade. Finally, Elena straightened her shoulders. No tears, no fear. "I'm done letting you decide my worth," she said quietly. "Get out of my life." Her husband, speechless for the first time in his life, turned and walked away. Daniel remained beside her, watching until the car disappeared down the road. When he finally looked at her, his expression softened. "You're free now," he whispered. A tear slid down her cheek, not from sorrow, but from the overwhelming relief of reclaiming herself. "Daniel?" She swallowed hard. "Thank you." He stepped close, brushing her tear gently with his thumb. "You don't owe me thanks. I just want you to choose a life where you—" "Then come with me," he said again. Only this time it wasn't rescue. It was love.